Gosh, what an absolutely
That's
massive
why we
play to
all
start the
wanna
game.
Sit
Is he
down.
going to get
We're
the
in
one
same
shot? He gets the
level.
one hit KO!
What it is, all you Pokemon peeps. This is Pokemon Feet, Pokemon facts, Easter eggs, and trivia. Alright, anyway, let's get started. Hey there, everybody! Honestly, this episode is about to be filled with just the most useless knowledge you can imagine about the Pokemon series. Literally just the worst. But what else could you really come to expect from me anyway? Welcome back to Pokemon Feet, I guess. Calling all weebs. Will, the master psychic type trainer and member of the Johto Elite Four, has a cool anime connection surrounding his character. Will's Japanese name is actually Itsuki. He shares this name with Itsuki Koizumi, an Esper, which is a human who possesses ESP and psychic powers, from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya anime. In Pewter City's Museum of Science, there is an attraction featuring a model of a space shuttle. In red and blue, the plaque accompanying the model reads Space Shuttle Columbia. However, in the Generation 3 remakes of these games, the plaque simply reads Space Shuttle. This is probably due to the fact that on February 1st, 2003, a date after the release of the Generation 1 games but before the release of the Gen 3 remakes, the real Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated upon its re-entry to Earth, killing all 7 crew members. This reference to the Columbia was kept in the Japanese version of the Generation 3 games, however. Okay, raise your hand if you notice that Mawil's name in its Pokedex entry in Pokemon Ruby is misspelled as Mawile. This error is only present in the American versions of the game and was corrected for the English versions available in other regions. I personally like to blame this one on Professor Oak. Great job, Professor. Great job. Although Gardevoir could always learn Will-O-Wisp through breeding, it was not able to learn the move by TM until Generation 5, despite Will-O-Wisp becoming a TM in Generation 4. Here's something you might have missed. In Heart Gold, the first half of a Pokemon's cry repeats itself when the Pokemon uses the move Growl. So for example, if a Pokemon's cry was ABCDEF, then its growl would be ABC ABCDEF. Also in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when the Kimono Girls are summoning the legendary Pokemon, they dance clockwise for Ho-Oh and counterclockwise for Lugia. Oh, and they just keep getting better. Get this, there's a little boy in Gold, Silver, and Crystal towards the beginning of the game that says he is waiting for Pokemon that only come out during the day if you speak to him at night, and for Pokemon that only come out at night if you speak to him during the day. But on that route, the only Pokemon you encounter in the wild are Pidgey, Rattata, and Hoothoot. While during the day he could be waiting for a Hoothoot, at night he could find all 3. So, his words make no sense. Let's be honest, a lot of things have changed since Generation 1. Remember that Elixir fact? Yeah, well here's something else. Back in Generation 1, Gust, Karate Chop, Sand Attack, and Bite were all normal type attacks. Let's continue to rip on Gen 1. Why not? Did you ever accidentally stumble upon the invisible PC in the corner of the hotel in Celadon City? If you stand one space down from the top right corner of the entry room and press A, you'll actually be able to use it. It's assumed that this was a slight oversight, seeing as the hotel resembles a Pokemon Center. Presumably, the programmers removed the PC graphic, but not its function. I can't believe we're going to have an Eevee fact for the 3rd consecutive week in a row. Umbreon and Espeon are 2 fan favorites as far as the evolutions go. However, it is impossible to evolve your Eevee into either of these 2 in Fire Red or Leaf Green, as the clock function in the game was removed. They normally evolve through having a maxed friendship stat and leveling up either during the day for Espeon or at night for Umbreon. Yet these games don't register any point in time as being day or night, and thus, without trading, you can't obtain either of them. And finally, it's not a Pokemon Feet episode without at least one sprite fact. So to round us out for the day, let's hop into the Generation 2 and 3 games. Did you know on Kangaskhan's back sprite in these games, it shows Kangaskhan holding its baby over its shoulder, even though Kangaskhan's front sprite has the baby in the pouch? What the heck? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time on this week's episode of Pokemon Feet. If you liked it, feel free to leave me a like or a comment. Both of those are pretty freaking amazing. And if you think you can put up with me again, feel free to maybe even hit that subscribe button. I don't know, up to you, but it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope to see you guys back here next week on another episode of Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokemon?
Foot. Grottle. Foot.